Happy Fire Alarm Friday and welcome back to another unboxing. So today's video is going to be a little bit different than the usual sequence of system tests. Normally I don't save unboxings unless I've got quite a bit of things to unbox in one video, but I figured for this one the devices that we'll be opening up today are kind of unique and a little bit special here, so it was worth the unboxing video and worth breaking up the monotony of the system test series. So without further ado, let's see what I managed to order from eBay. Alright, so let me just verify and make sure that there's no information in here I wouldn't want you to have. Nope, okay. So we've got newspaper, and as is tradition, let's see when it was dated here. This is all just advertising. Oh yes, I need stuff from Fred Meyer. We don't have that out here in Nevada, so cool. Alright, so, oh look, we even got glittery tissue paper. That's cool. That's a first. I appreciate that. It makes this unboxing all that much more fabulous. Alright, so let's see. There's two devices in here, and it looks like they're both in a large bag. Nothing further in the box. Oops. Okay. The seller did a good job of wrapping these, I must say. So we'll go ahead and get started with one of these. So as you can see, it's probably going to be a pull station here, judging by the size. So cut this tape here. Now this is kind of like opening up Christmas presents. Now, the seller did note on eBay that the devices probably need a good cleaning, so I'm not going to be surprised if these are horribly dirty. Alright, let's clear off the paper. So, first up we have a Honeywell S464A, as you can see here. Yeah, S464A. This is just one of the standard versions of it. This is a massive pull station. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I never expected that they would be this large in person. So, let's go ahead and grab the second one out of this bag here. So this is going to be another Honeywell S464A, but this is a much different version of it. Older, I'm not sure. I'll have to research into that, but different, yes. Alright, and then here we have another S464A. This is a local alarm edition, so this is kind of a bit of a rarer and what I think is probably going to be an older model. I'll have to do some research on Honeywell date codes, but this is a really cool pull station. They're pretty much same size. They're both equally as heavy. One of them has terminals, while the other uses just pigtail leads that I need to strip back here and fix. And yeah, they're both very robust pull stations. Now let me see. Looks like here we should just need a flat blade screwdriver to get this open, so let me grab one out of the drawer here. Okay, so now that we're reset, let's go ahead and try and open one of these. It looks like they're both already pulled. So we'll open this up. Oh, if I can figure out how to open these. Oh, I think this goes here. Perhaps? I'm going to have to figure out how to do this. Okay, let me do that off camera and figure out how to open these stations. Okay, so I have learned the Jedi mind tricks of the S464A. Inside here, let me just zoom in for you guys. Let's see if it'll focus. So you might be able to see it. There's a little metal tab down inside the slot there. That has to be pushed down in order for the pull station to open. So there we go. Alright, so yeah, it's dirty. It needs clean. I'm sure it's had a long life of service before it made it here, but now it'll get cleaned up, and I'll actually probably show some of that here. I've got some Lysol wipes with me here to the side, and we'll clean them up and make them all nice and pretty. But let's see here. Go ahead and zoom in here on the label for you. So looks like it's just real basic pull station here. Now that's interesting. The switch itself is spring-loaded to actuate back up. Interesting. That's really cool. So in resetting the pull station, it not only actuates the handle back up, but also the switch goes back into its normal state. So when you pull it, it's acting against the spring inside the switch. So when we open it, the action of resetting is twofold, such that both the handle goes back up and the switch. That's really cool. I did not know that. Let's see. And that does not fold open at all. So there is that one. Let's go ahead and get the local alarm version open. Now, this one here, it looks like this is just a standard toggle switch. So this is not a springing switch at all. And this one actually says that you have to reset the switch before you can reset the cover, unlike the other one. And this does look like it's an older version here. I'll have to do some investigation on the dates of when these were manufactured and get back to you guys, but it's also an S464A. It's just the local alarm edition. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and close this up and pull it. Oh yeah, it's full of cobwebs. Definitely needs a good cleaning. So, very hefty pull station. Certainly seems like if it were vibe checked by planks of wood, it would be a sight to watch. Oh, that's right. The switch has to be flipped back up. Alright, so that is the overview of these two pull stations. Next, we're going to go ahead and get these cleaned up, and then I'll come back at you with another clip here in just a moment. Alright, so we are back. I have had the chance to clean up both these pull stations with a bunch of disinfectant wipes. Not for COVID concerns, but because these things were absolutely filthy. It appears that this first one here, the newer of the two, was in better shape than the other. This one cleaned up pretty well, and it looks pretty good. This is the one that has that automatic switch. That's really kind of cool. I can't get over that, but it looks far better than it did before. Everything looks very clean and orderly once more. I did notice while I was cleaning it that it has a slot to put a brake rod, and then this is how you would do that. You would open up the pull station and then lift this little door, insert your brake rod, close it, and reset the station. So that's really cool that that's how they did it. It's a pretty clever method of doing it, because at the end of the day, you don't really see the slot there. It's just covered by that white piece of metal in the back. So that's looking way better. I need to tighten up the switch a little bit on it here. It tends to move around a bit, but it looks much cleaner, and it's in much better shape now. Now the other one here, the local alarm, this one was quite a horse of a different color here. It was very dirty, and arguably one of the dirtiest I've cleaned up here, next to my BG6. The BG6 had a bunch of box elder bugs in it. This one had some dead spiders in it, so those got all cleaned out, and it looks much, much better in here. And then this one also has that same little metal door for inserting a glass brake rod. It's fundamentally the same pull station, with the exception of the toggle switch and then the local alarm edition on the front. So they are pretty well the same pull station in general there, but they're both in much better shape now, and they look a lot cleaner. I feel like, judging from the label on this one, that this local alarm version is just a much older version. So I'll have to do some more research and talk to some people that know more about this station than I do, and see if I can find some more out about it here. Looks like I also probably need to get a screw for that terminal there too. It's missing one, but nonetheless, these are both two very cool pull stations, and I'm glad to have them in my collection here. And hopefully they'll be fun to run on a system test here in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.